In this section, we're going to talk about the letter D, shooting display. Well, once I press OK, I'm going to have the options for this section, shooting display. The first one is the beep. Once I press OK, I'm going to have the options for volume and the pitch. In the volume, I can go here in this right button and choose to turn it off in the first place. In my case, it's selected for number 1, but you can go to number 1, number 2, and number 3. And you see number 3 is the highest pitch, is the highest level of this volume, and number 1 is the lowest. The next option is pitch, if you want to be a low sound or a high pitch. I like low sound. Well, what this function does, well, when you focus here in the camera, and when the camera tracks the focus, it will make a sound. Let's see. Let's listen to this sound focusing now. Yeah, it means now the camera is ready to take the picture, and my subject is in focus. Well, I like this sound warning for me, telling me that the subject is in focus, because it's another way of seeing the picture is in focus, because I can also see a dot in here in the viewfinder, and it's going to tell me that the subject is in focus. But I also have this option to listen to this sound. And of course, if I am in a loud place, I will not be able to listen to this noise. And then I will use the visual aid to help me in the situation. But I like to have these two aids helping me with the focus, the sound and the sight. The next option, D2, is continuous low speed. Pressing OK, I'm going to have the option to 1 up to 6 frames per second. It means that if this camera shoots up to 6 frames per second, it means if I choose 6, it will shoot 6 pictures per second. For that to happen, I have to go here in this dial and choose the option for CL, which is continuous low, and CH, which is continuous high. I like to live in 4 because I don't like to take 6 pictures at a time. I think sometimes it's too much, at least for my kind of photography. Well, the next option, D3, is maximum continuous release. In my case, it's set for 29. Pressing OK, I can see that I can set up to 1 to 100 pictures. And if I go up and down here, I will move the number. But that's actually doesn't matter that much for me, because what it does, once I press the shutter button here, the camera will keep shooting up until 22 pictures, which I have just changed now. It was in 25, 29 I think. Well, it's quite handy to leave a lower number, because if for any reason you leave the camera on, and for any reason something hits this button, the camera will keep on shooting up until 22 pictures. So that's why I don't like to leave it up at 100 pictures. But once you release this button, it will stop. But once you press it again, it will take up to 22 pictures. The next option that we have here is exposure delay mode. In my case, is off. Once I press OK, I have option for 1 second, 2, and 3 seconds. What this option does, once I press the shutter button here to take the picture, the camera will take the 1 second to take the picture. It will lift the mirror, and then it will take 1 to 2 or 3 seconds to take the picture. It's quite handy. I like this. You can use this option with flash and combine pictures, exposures, and things like that. And we're going to talk about flash in our next section. The next part, D5, is flash warning, and then my camera is off. I like it this way, but you can choose to turn it on and off. Well, the camera will warn you that it requires a flash for this in this situation here. And I like when I decide that, when I see that I see it myself that this picture needs a flash or not. I don't like. And sometimes the warning will come with with a light sound, with a light warning. And I don't like that. The D6 is file number sequence, which in my case is on. Pressing OK, I have the option to turn it off or reset the number. Well, I like to turn it on, this option, because even though you change for a different card, the number will keep on growing. It will not reset the number. And I think it's good, at least for my kind of photography. I like the sequence to be always increasing, especially when you change cards. The next option is D7, is the viewfinder grid display, which in my case is on, but you may choose to turn it off, then go here and press OK. Well, in this option, you're going to have here in this viewfinder a grid to assist you during your shooting, and you can use this as a way to see if the picture is crooked or not, or you can use it to photograph in the rule of thirds, for example. It's quite handy. I like this option to be on. It will be available here in this viewfinder. The next option that we have here is Easy ISO, which in my case is on. I like this option to be on, but you may choose, if you press OK, to turn it off, and then you press OK again, and this option will be off. Well, usually when you want to change your ISO in your camera, you press here the button for ISO, and you use the dial to change the number, and you use the dial here to turn it in automatic mode. But this option is really good, because once you are in the mode A, S, and B, speed priority, the P priority, and aperture priority, and if it's on, you have to change here in the dial. You can use the one dial to change. For example, if you are in aperture priority, you will, in one dial, you will increase and decrease the aperture, and the other button you will mess up with the ISO. You will turn it up and turn it down, and it's quite handy. You will not have to use this option anymore. So it's very, very good if you change one button for aperture and the other for the ISO option. I like this option a lot. The next option is information display, which in my case is, let's press OK, is manual. Well, you may choose to change it for auto, and you may choose the options for dark on light or light on dark. Well, this option is basically this: the background is black, and the letters, the information that you have here, will be white. But you may choose to change this option. Maybe you want the background to be white and the letters black. It's up to you. In my case, I like this way. I like a black background and the letters to be white. The next option, we have the LCD illumination, which in my case is off, but you may choose to turn it on, and you go here, OK, choose OK, and press OK to turn it on. Well, you're going to use this option when you're going to use the timer to take the picture. Then you have to change here in the dial, the timer, and once you are here and this option is on, this LCD up here will be always on. So I like to let this option off so that I can save up some battery. I'm always thinking about saving up battery. The next option is the battery type that you're going to insert in the camera. You're going to tell the camera which camera you're going to use. Especially, we're going to talk about the small batteries AA that you insert in the grip once your battery is over, your original battery is over. And finally, the last option is battery order. You're going to tell the camera which battery you're going to use first, the battery in the grip or the battery in the camera. I like to leave the option for the battery in the grip, because if you're not using the grip, this option will not be, you're not going to do this option. But once you use the grip, the camera will start using the battery that is on the grip. Well, this is it for this option. In the next section, I'm going to talk about bracketing and flash.